Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. If you're new here, welcome, and you better hit that subscribe button so we can get to 1K. And if you're new here, welcome back, and thank you for returning. But regardless, everybody, happy New Year! Woo! 2025, 2024. I just put it off the lot. Ooh. Y'all like Mauna Leo? No? Crickets? But regardless, y'all see the title. I'm starting off 2025 with some funniness, a funny little story time, because y'all know my story times last year been hella depressing, but I did have some little key stuff in there that I could throw in. So yeah, we're gonna start 2024 off with a very funny story time, and it may not be very funny to y'all, but it was very hilarious to me. Like, it was just like a little key, because what were people trying it? But let's just get into the story time. I'm gonna explain it. Let's just get it. So sometime last year, somebody tried to cop out of our date. Well, tried to cop out of a date with me, and I honestly just found it so freaking hilarious because of the fact, like, it just never happened to me before. Like, how you gonna ask me to go somewhere with you, but you don't really want to go, and you try to cop out of it, then you got an excuse for it? Because it's like, I really could have just stayed where I was. Like, I didn't ask for this. But let me explain it. We're gonna call this person TT. Okay, yeah, we're gonna call this person TT. No, it's not the person, the ex story and whatnot. No, it's not connected to the heartbreak story. This was sometime in between. Not even in between. Yeah, it was when I wasn't dealing with heartbreak ex story. So yeah, let me just get that straightened out. TT, this was just nothing, honestly, but however, it was very hilarious. So yeah, we just gonna start 2025 off with some giggles and how somebody really tried me. So yeah, again, let's just get into it. So y'all, tell me why one day I had this friend TT that, you know, really been trying to, honestly, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was honestly just trying to smash. Like, I really can't sit here and say he wanted something from me, because he really didn't want anything from me. He was really just trying to smash. So yeah, and this was honestly not the way to go about it. So yeah, my friend TT, he just texted me one day and he was just like, yeah, you know, I want to see you, I want to talk to you, you know, get dressed. And I, like, honestly, TT is somebody that's so unreliable. This is somebody that I cannot trust for crap. Like, well, I'm telling you, TT is always outside. He try to pretend like he got an extravagant life. Like, he be outside, he be doing this and this and this and that. So it's just like, when it came down to TT and I already knew that he was on some BS, because I'm just like, y'all don't trust, like, all the dudes that just be outside, like, party and this, events, that, they just like, dude, like, what do you want? I know what you want, but it's just like, I have an issue with him, but it's just somebody that I never in life just thought about taking serious, because it's just like, dude, you gonna leave, I'm gonna invite you over here, you gonna leave, and you just gonna go outside and just be with somebody else and repeat this process. Because no lie, TT had hoes, and TT is very, very sexy. I give him that. But he was just the definition of a regular outside man whore. But like I said, TT was sexy though, so I'll give him that. Yeah, back on track. TT was just like, hey, you know, I haven't seen you in a while. Like, you know, get dressed. I want to talk to you. And woo. And I'm just like, I answered the phone, and my response was, what the hell do you want? Like, well, just please tell me what you want. before I go somewhere with you, so we can be on, you know, the same page, because you know this ain't that, you know, I'm not trying to be intimate with you, but if you want to talk, then we can talk, because it's just like, yeah, you feel like you owe me a conversation, but it's like, I'm guessing he was on an apology tour. And that's the way I took it, but I'll get into that. I took it as he was just on an apology tour and he just wanted to apologize to, you know, all the girls that he just led on. But it's just like, as far as it goes for me, it's like I F's with TT, but like I said, he was just somebody that I couldn't trust. And before I was messing with TT, I was messing with Heartbreak Dude. So I was just like, dude, I already know. Like, I'm not even on that type of time to the point where you even feel like you have to do certain things. Like, I just got out of a relationship. I really don't want this, but, you know. So, what's up? But it's like, me and TT, we're cool. So, TT just texts me randomly, just like, okay, you know, get up. I want to talk to you. Let's go out. And like I said, I'm just like, what do you want? He talking about, bruh, I don't want nothing from you. Why you think? Mind you, he got mad. He got hella offended when I asked him what did he want, but I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page, because it's just like, dude, I'm not trying to, you know, bust it wide open. Then I tell him, I'm not trying to, you know, I ain't trying to do that. And he just like, bro, I ain't even trying to do that. Like, I'm really just trying to talk to you, have a conversation, and woo woo. Like, I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I'm sorry for assuming that that's what you want, because that's what you always want. And then that's what you always want from everybody else too. Like, I'm not an idiot. Like, I see you outside on Instagram, like, every day. But if you feel like you got to talk to me about something, cool. And no lie, I asked him, I'm just like, does this have to be in person? Like, can you talk to me over the phone? Like, you saying that you want to talk to me face to face is hella skeptical, because I know how you get and I know how you is. And he just like, bruh, I just want to, and he was just getting offended. I'm just like, okay, TT, yeah, you can come over here, you can pick me up. He just like, yeah, it don't have to be anything, you know, it can just be some jeans and whatnot. I'm just like, okay, cool, real casual. So TT pulls up and he actually comes inside, and I'm just like, okay. And then his dumb ass, and this just like really gave me the giggles. He gets here and one of the first thing he says is just like, you know, no lie, you know, I really don't, you know, got the cash, the funds. So I'm just like, low-key, why did you invite me out? Like, I asked you, is this a conversation that we can have via over the phone? Like, you really didn't have to drive over here if you really didn't have anything to present to me. Which takes me back to my next question with him. What do you want? Because it's just like, you really thought you was gonna come over here and just say you didn't have anything for me and you just about to come in my room and get in my bed? Like, this is not happening. So what do you want? So he disregards that question and he goes in my freezer and takes out some waffles. And what I'm telling you, I usually don't like laughing in people's face because I find it hella rude. But I'm telling you, I started crying, laughing. I'm just like, and I just said, yo, what are you doing? Why are you touching my waffles? Like, you hungry or something? Like, you invited me out to go get some lunch to eat. Like, you about to take my waffles? Like, I cannot make this up, y'all. I'm telling you, I was crying. Like, in the inside and the outside. I'm just like, yo, put my waffles back. Like, you shouldn't have invited me out. Like, if you wanted to come over here because you was a little hangry or you wanted to come, like, what do you want? What do you want? Because you invited me out and you're sitting here in my freezer trying to say like, oh, instead I'm gonna get you some waffles. I'm like, dude, no lie, no offense to you, but I can make myself some waffles. Like, no yai, like yeah. And if anybody gonna sit here and be like, oh, well, he wanted to make you waffles. Well, you shouldn't have invited me out because now it's just looking weird. Like, and then on top of that, I didn't tell him to go touch my freezer. You went touched my freezer and took out some waffles. Like, I'm confused. So he puts it back and he's just like, well, you know, you trying to go to Waffle House? And I'm just like, all right, Brad, let's go to Waffle House, because clearly you want to talk to me about something, apparently, but you said that you can't really do anything like that because of money wise. And I'm just like, cool, clearly you want some damn waffles, because one of the first things you did when you touched my freezer was touch my damn waffles. So it's just like, yeah, let's just go to Waffle House. So we get to Waffle House, and like I said, TT, it just sounded like he was on an apology tour. It's like, we had a good conversation. It's just like, but he is just so freaking scripted, and I really just can't stand that about him. It's just like, dude, you've been around, you owe too many women apologies, to the point where it's like, by the time you got to me, your apology just sounded like you just took the name out and just added my name in there, because it was just like, well, Brittany, you know, I just wanted to say that I think you're beautiful, I think you're cool, I think you're talented, I think this, and I just feel like I have issues with blah 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 blah. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, okay, cool. But it's just like, dude, you don't have to apologize to me for the way you are, the way you act, because me personally, did I like you? Yeah, but I honestly never took you serious. And I don't even, like, my likeness for you never went beyond like. It's like, I knew that it was just gonna be what it was. And I told him, no lie, like, I just got out of dealing with somebody, and at that specific time, me and a heartbreak ex dude, it wasn't where we are now. Like I said, this was, you know, previous. So I told him, like, no lie, after college or whatever, I was just getting out of a relationship with somebody, so I wasn't really even looking for anything when it came down to you. Like, you gave me what you gave me, and I was cool with that. The only issue for me with you is that you just never kept it real with me, and that was an issue with me, because I kept it real with you and I told you what it was, and you took what I told you and was just like, oh, okay, I guess that I can. And it's just like, no, you were right to do what you wanted, but you didn't have to. I felt like you tried to lead me on, and you didn't have to do that, because I wasn't on that type of time with you. I don't know what the hell you did with everybody else, or what you were telling everybody else, but it's just like, I just wasn't on that type of time with you, no lie. I was going through stuff, so you even coming to me, I appreciate your apology, but one, this apology is like 2 years late, so I forgot about it. I don't need it. And like I said, it's nothing where it's just like, I need closure from you. Like, no, like, I knew what you were when I met you. I was looking for a kiki, a haha, and a fun. You gave me that fun, and that was it. And I told him, it's honestly no hard feelings, it's no beef. I know that you a little outside, little ho, and it's just like, that's cool. Like, it is what it is. And then this is where the conversation took a wrong turn, okay? Because throughout our conversation, it's just like, he got that off, and I'm just like, okay, cool. It was hella scripted. It just sounded like it was hella scripted, but it's just like, okay, cool. If you feel like you needed to tell me that, then good for you. Like, I'm happy at the fact that you're even taking the step to apologize to me and everybody else, everybody, like all 10 of us, okay? Like, that's a good step, I guess. Good for you, where you feel like you gotta apologize to all of us about the way you are. But like I said, it like, you really didn't have to apologize to me, because but like, whatever. But I did explain from my perspective why I kind of didn't need it, and he told me he understand that. So it's just like, okay, cool. We eating, we vibing, and then this still had the nerve to ask me if I like females, women, ladies, girls, and I'm just like, oh helicopter no. Like, I know where this conversation is going. So after I said no, I'm just like, why? He just like, I don't know. It kind of looked like you like girls. I'm just like, honestly, I don't know what someone that looks like they like girls look like. So I'm not understanding what you are insinuating. And apparently what he was insinuating is like he wanted me to do something with him and somebody else, and he's just like, yo, wait, you know, if you just meet the girl. And that's where I'm just like, all right, I see where this is going. And my thing is, like I said, this is somebody that I cannot trust for shiznit. Like, this TT is just this type of person where it's just solely sneaky link friends, not even friends with benefits, just benefits vibes. Like, if you want that, you just call TT because he just be so on go for everybody. And I was just like, dude, you came over here to recruit me for your three-way? Like, then I told him, like, honestly, you didn't even have to do all this. You talking about you didn't even have the $20 for Waffle House. You really could have sent me a text message. I could have said no, and that could have been the end of that. Like, you didn't have to go on this apology tour. Like, and my thing is this why you going on the apology tour? To see which one of us was gonna say yes to you and whoever you trying to do whatever with? And I'm just like, whoa. And the thing is, like, I was genuinely laughing. Like, I just thought it was so funny. Cause it's just like, yo, TT, you literally just took the time out of your day to drive over here. And then it's just like, dude, you tried to butter me up with waffle. First of all, you couldn't even, you sit here and talk about you better be lucky that I FW you because I didn't even have this money to take you out. But it's just like, you didn't have to do that. You bothered me. I didn't hit you up. I never hit you up. I had no reason to hit you up. You hit me up. And now you asking me for something, you're not, like, why did you think I was gonna say yes? Why do you think I'm about to sleep with you and whichever girl? Like, and I was just so confused. I thought it was hilarious, but I was just like, whoa. You really thought you taking me to Waffle House? Mind you, he was gonna put waffles in my oven. So it's just like, you thought first, if we didn't come here, you really thought you was gonna go in my freezer, put waffles in my oven, and ask me this, and I was gonna say yes? You thought, like, why did you think you doing this was just gonna make me say yes? Like, I'm confused. Like, and my thing is, I really should have been mad at it, but it was just so hilarious. And I'm glad I knew it was hilarious because of the fact that it's just like, this is just somebody that is just like, you are just somebody that's just so untrustworthy, or just so, like, what's the word, like, sex crave, where everything about you is just sex. It's like, you don't got nothing else to offer, TT, like, for real. And I told him, like, how about let's have a conversation. You tell me about you. You tell me about you, okay? Like, cause, like, please don't tell me this is all you have to offer to the world. I'm like, you are gorgeous, but you can't just let this be the only thing you have to offer to the world. Like, and to me, it was just so funny. And like I said, the funniest part to me is, if we didn't go to our Waffle House date, you really thought you putting you putting waffles in my oven and you asking me to participate in this little three-way with you and whatever girl was gonna be enough for me to say yes is crazy. Even though we did end up going to Waffle House, that didn't make it better because the answer was no regardless. But it's just the fact that you really just thought this was your play, this was your plan. Like, yeah, let me. And the thing is, like I said, when you called me and hit me up and I asked you what do you want, you got offended at the fact that I thought that you wanted something inappropriate from me. But it's like, clearly you did. I told him, you didn't have to do this. You could have called me and asked, and you could have saved yourself a free trip. Really? Like, you could have went to the next person that was on your fake apology tour. It's like, you didn't have to do this. All you had to do, I don't know what number on the apology tour that I was on, but it's like, you really could have skipped this. And afterwards, like, we talked for like a while, because I'm just like, yo, do you have any interesting fun facts about you? Like, I want to know. It can't all just be sex with you. Like, you gotta have something about you. Like, because every time we linked up, like, yeah, we were partying. It was late at night. And like I said, that's what I told him. Like, I understand where you're coming from. Like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna sit here and put all the blame on you, because like I said, I was going through things when I met you, so maybe it came across like that, and I understand that, but it's not gonna be like that. I hate that. Like, I understand, but nah, it's not that vibe where you think that you can just hit me up and ask me for a three-way and it's just gonna be like, oh, because it's just like, dude, certain times I did hit you up on Instagram just like, hey, you know, you good, how are you? So it's like, don't make it just seem like I'm just some type of, or like, I'm a cool person too. Like, it is like, you see me, like, everything I do, like, I'm just not, I don't present myself as I'm just some sexy ass sex symbol or something. Like, I feel like I don't present myself like that. And every time, like, certain times when I did hit you up, it was conversation. It's just like, throughout your conversation, you just led everything back to sex, and that's when I had to let go, because it's just like, oh, okay, you just freaked out. Like, you too freaked out. You too freaked out, because it's just like, no one has ever in my well, at that time, was I 25? Throughout that year of my life, no one has ever asked me. Like, a couple never recruited me, or some guy has never came up to me like, ooh, you fun, you know, I know a girl that could. So when that did happen, I was just gagged. I was like, a 3, whatever. I said, oh, that's crazy. And the funniest part is, like, you really tried to smooth that in there and just like, I mean, you can meet the girl and everything. I'm just like, whoa. Like, why did you think I was gonna, and why did you think you throwing in there that, you know, the person is cool and that me and her should like link and follow each other? And it's just like, so you already had somebody in mind. You and whoever that agreed with this, you just already had this person in mind, and y'all was just waiting on a third person. I said, that's kind of strange. That's kind of weird. Like, I was confused, but you know, that it's like, you already told me that you don't have the moolah, the munyan. You couldn't afford it, and it's just like, now you tried to put waffles in my oven as a cop out for you not being able to afford whatever, and then you asked me for a 3-way. Like, are you serious, TT? But it's nothing, like, when it came down to, even when I answered the phone, I had no expectations. I knew it was gonna be some BS. Well, I'm telling you, every time I used to see that name come across my phone, I'm just like, bro, this dude wants something, like, he gonna ask me for something and it's gonna be inappropriate. But that right there, it tickled me. That was new. That was new. That right there was new. Classic TT. Okay. Classic TT. And I'm just like, yo, no lie, I'm glad after college I got the hell out of, you know, well, honestly, I had fun in college. So it's just like, but after I graduated, I stayed there for one more year because I had, you know, my apartment down there. And even though I was going through like my little heartbroken stage with heartbroken dude, it's like, I'm glad I got the hell out of college. I moved out of my college city when I did, because it's just like, after I wasn't a college student and it was still college students around and they were still doing college student stuff, even though I was single, I was not trying to participate in the 3-ways with TT, okay? And you know, he was still, mind you, he was older than me, and he was still in college, and he was still, you know, like I said, he was outside. He was outside. So it's just like, we were, like I said, he was just somebody where it's just like, damn, sneaky link vibes, benefits vibes, someone that you call when you just like, you know that person going, if you know, you know, okay, like your favorite munch, your favorite eater type vibes. And it's just like, that's just all he was good for, no lie. And it's just like, I told him, like, no lie, like, I liked you because you just gave me what I kind of wanted at the time. And I told, and like I said, he didn't even care. He said he had no issues with being the girl's fun boy. And it's just like, I told him, like, is this all you want for your life? I said, you don't want to settle down, get married one day. He's talking about he does eventually, but it's just like, right now, he just want to be outside. I'm just like, okay, like, hey, do you? So, y'all, like I said, I just had to come on here, kick this 2025 off with some giggles and some story times. And I hope what y'all take from the story time is, I don't know if y'all participate in the 3-ways or whatnot, but don't try to let nobody convince y'all to do that, because I was not about to be persuaded to do that. And whoever the girl was that wanted to meet me, like, and the fact that they really thought that they can persuade me to do this was the craziest thing. Like, y'all really thought waffles was gonna be our way to get in my bed and in my panties? Like, I was so gagged. I was shocked, and I was more shocked that the girl was like, girl, did TT just come to you and ask you for this, and you thought because he was sexy, like, you was gonna say yes? Like, and the crazy thing is, like I said, just because I said no, not like it stopped at me. So it's just like, to her, it's just like, girl, do you even have a, and now I'm questioning, do you even have a say-so in this? Like, was he just the captain on the ship where he was just about to recruit you and whoever? And it's just like, now I'm kind of curious if she actually went along with it, no lie. And now I'm curious on who the third person was, no lie, because I'm pretty sure it happened, because like I said, TT, I'm telling you, roster, okay, and outside, okay, it's just, and like I said, TT, and I'm gonna just say this again, TT was sexy, so it's not like, it was probably a drunken night one night where he and 2 other people, and it was just like, you know, come upstairs with me, and they just did it. But nah, they were not gonna get me. He was not gonna get me, and they were not gonna persuade me that this was gonna be fun and cool and that we was gonna have a good time. Like, afterwards, I'm just like, you know, I appreciate you for taking me out. And afterwards, I'm just like, bro, I don't ever want to talk to TT again, because it's just like, he really tried it. Not only did you try to cop out of our date because you couldn't afford it, but you tried to recruit me for your 3-way, and you thought waffles was gonna be the way to do it. And then on top of that, you telling me that you could barely even afford it was already the turnoff. It's just like, I didn't care about going to Waffle House, because it's just like, shit, I like hash browns, waffles, and eggs too. So that was never the issue where we went. It's just the fact that you tried to cop out of it, because you invited me out. You could have called me and asked me, and I just could have said no. But you drove your ass down here, tried to put waffles in my oven, and be like, oh, never mind, I guess we can go to Waffle House even though I can't afford it, to ask me your weird ass question. Then got back when I said no. This could have been an email. And like I said, now I'm curious is if old girl actually went through with it. Like, damn, like, I wish I would have asked, you know, a long time ago, like, girl, did you actually have that thing with TT? Because I know y'all wanted me there, but it's like, did you actually do it, girl? Like, I want to know, because it's like, I really want to know now. But y'all, that was hilarious. I usually don't like laughing in people's face when they do weird, dumb shit, because I feel like it hurt people's feelings. But it's like, that was a time where it's just like, yo, you are hilarious for even doing this, TT. Like, I was just so flipping gagged at the fact that he just thought that this was the way to go and this was the way to do it. And like I said, TT, he was just somebody that was just somebody where he just thought that he had it like that. And it's just like, oh, you thought you was gonna get that from me. And it's just like, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, y'all, don't let people convince you to do three-ways, because I was not about to let them convince me to do that. And if somebody, don't let people try to cop out on your date. If somebody tell you to get dressed and take you somewhere and they try to cop out of it, just let them, just send them on, because clearly whatever they want is some BS. Because don't invite me out if you really don't have anything for me, like, for real. Like, that was honestly a waste of an hour and a half, because it's just like, that's an hour and a half that I can't get back from my from my 20s. And it's just, but it's a funny story to tell. But if y'all don't think it's funny, then it's just like, maybe no, more of the story, it was funny to me. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all got some stories from people, but it's just like, it was just funny to me. But yeah, y'all, started 2025 off with some funniness. No, sadness like I did last time. So yeah, y'all. In the meantime, I just really want y'all to help me to get to 1K. So just make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.